Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to another session of Talk with Chatgpt. Today's topic very important for mental health and emotional balance. The topic is how to identify and avoid toxic positivity. Positivity is often praised as a key to happiness and success, but sometimes being too positive can be harmful. Toxic positivity, happiness, when we ignore, dismiss, or suppress real emotions, pressure ourselves to always feel good, or tell others to just be positive without addressing their struggles. In these sessions, we will explore how to recognize toxic positivity, why it can be damaging, and how to maintain a healthy, realistic, positive mindset. Let's begin. Start with talk ChatGPT.
Hey
Hello,
there.
ChatGPT.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम सब खैरियत से दिन कैसा
Talk to
गुजरा
English.
अगर आपको
How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you? How are you feeling today?
I am doing well. I want to take an interview. The topic is how to identify and avoid toxic positivity. So, are you ready?
Absolutely, I'm ready. That sounds like an interesting topic. Whenever you're set, we can dive right in.
Okay, my first question is what is toxic positivity in simple words?
Sure, in simple words, toxic positivity is when people insist on maintaining a positive outlook all the time, even in situations where it's not appropriate. It can dismiss or invalidate genuine emotions and make people feel pressured to always appear happy.
Okay, my next question is what is the difference from healthy positivity?
Great question. Healthy positivity acknowledges and embraces both the positive and negative emotions. It encourages optimism while also validating and addressing difficult feelings. In contrast, toxic positivity ignores or suppresses those negative emotions, which can actually be harmful in the long run.
Okay, my next question is why do people practice toxic positivity?
That's an insightful question. People often practice toxic positivity because they want to stay optimistic or they believe that being positive is the best way to support others. Sometimes it's also a way to avoid discomfort or to maintain a certain social image. It can also stem from a lack of awareness about how important it is to validate all emotions.
Okay, my next question is how can toxic positivity affect mental health?
Great question. Toxic positivity can negatively impact mental health by making people feel ashamed or guilty for experiencing negative emotions. It can lead to emotional suppression, increased stress, and even feelings of isolation because individuals might feel they can't be honest about what they're going through. Over time, this can contribute to anxiety, depression, and overall emotional burnout.
Okay, my next question is what are common signs of toxic positivity in ourselves?
Absolutely. Some common signs include phrases like just stay positive or look on the bright side in situations where someone is expressing real distress. It can also look like dismissing someone's feelings or telling them to just be happy without acknowledging their struggles. Another sign is the pressure to appear cheerful all the time, even when it's not genuine.
Okay, my next question is uh, how can we identify toxic positivity in others?
To identify toxic positivity in others, you can look for patterns where their responses consistently dismiss or downplay genuine emotions. For example, if someone shares their struggles and their response is always to just think positive or focus on the good without validating the difficulty, that's a red flag. Also, noticing a lack of empathy or a tendency to avoid deeper conversations can be an indicator.
Okay, my next question is how does ignoring negative emotion affect our well-being?
Ignoring negative emotions can actually have several negative effects on our well being. It can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression over time because those emotions don't just disappear, they build up. It can also impact our physical health, disrupt our sleep, and even weaken our immune system. Overall, it hinders our ability to heal and grow emotionally.
How can society or culture contribute to toxic positivity?
Society and culture can definitely play a role by promoting the idea that we should always be happy and resilient, often through media, social norms, or even workplace expectations. This can lead to a culture where vulnerability is seen as weakness and people feel pressure to hide their struggles. Additionally, cultural values that emphasize positivity or stoicism can make it harder for people to express and process their negative emotions openly.
Okay, my next question is how can we validate emotions instead of suppressing them?
That's a great question. To validate emotions, we can start by actively listening, showing empathy, and acknowledging what the person is feeling without judgment. We can use affirming language like saying, I understand how you feel, or it's okay to feel that way. Also, asking open ended questions and giving them space to express themselves helps a lot. Overall, it's about being present and compassionate.
Okay. My next question is how can we support others without facing positivity?
Supporting others without pressing positivity involves being present and empathetic. It means acknowledging their feelings, letting them express themselves fully, and offering a listening ear without immediately trying to fix things. We can also validate their emotions by normalizing them and encouraging them to process their feelings at their own pace.
Okay.
Additionally,
My next question is how can journaling or reflection help process real feeling?
reflection can be really powerful because it allows individuals to pause and explore their emotions more deeply. By journaling or simply taking some quiet time to think, people can identify and understand their feelings without judgment. This process helps them to acknowledge their emotions, gain insights, and ultimately find healthier ways to cope. It also fosters self awareness and emotional growth.
Okay, my next question is how can we maintain optimizing without ignoring reality?
That's a great balance to strike. We can maintain optimism by focusing on solutions and looking for the positives, but at the same time, it's important to acknowledge and address challenges and setbacks. We can do this by practicing honest self reflection, being open to difficult emotions, and creating a supportive environment where challenges are acknowledged and worked through constructively. That way, we can stay hopeful while remaining grounded in reality.
Okay, my next question is how can mindfulness and meditation help balance of emotions?
Mindfulness and meditation are really helpful because they encourage us to be present and non judgmental about our emotions. They allow us to observe our feelings without immediately reacting or suppressing them. Over time, this practice helps us develop greater emotional awareness, reduce stress, and find a balanced perspective. Ultimately, mindfulness and meditation help us embrace both positive and negative emotions with compassion and clarity.
Okay, my next question is how can sharing feeling with trusted people improve emotional health?
Sharing feelings with trusted people can greatly improve emotional health because it provides a sense of connection and support. It helps reduce feelings of isolation and can validate our experiences, making us feel understood and less alone. It also allows us to gain different perspectives, receive empathy, and sometimes even practical advice. Overall, it fosters emotional resilience and helps us process and cope with our feelings more effectively.
Okay, my next question is what is one mindset tip to avoid toxic positivity in daily life?
One great mindset tip is to embrace emotional authenticity. This means allowing yourself and others to experience the full range of emotions, both positive and negative, without judgment. By cultivating self compassion and being open to all feelings, you naturally avoid the trap of toxic positivity. It also helps to practice empathy, both towards yourself and others, and to remind yourself that it's okay to feel what you're feeling.
Okay, my last question is what advice would you give to someone struggling to express real emotions?
My advice would be to start small and find safe, supportive environments where they feel comfortable opening up. It can help to journal their feelings first or talk to a trusted friend or a therapist who listens without judgment. Also, being patient and gentle with themselves is key, recognizing that it's okay to take time and that expressing emotions is a process over time. It becomes easier and more natural.
Okay, thank you so much. Positive is power when balanced, but ignore reality or suppressing emotion can be harmful. Healthy positivity means accepting feeling, learning from challenges, and supporting yourself and others a realistic and compassionate way. Thank you for joining this session of Talk with ChatGPT. See you next time with another powerful topic.
Absolutely. That's a wonderful summary. It's all about that balanced approach. And I'm really glad we could chat about it. Looking forward